This podcast is called In My Season of Letting Go. In my season of letting go, most of you all who know me know that my son moved out in January. And yes, by the way, I have a cold I caught from a student. To make a long story short, when my son moved out in January to the West End, I thought I'd never see the light of day. I felt like he had abandoned me. I felt so hurt to my core. So one night, I got on my knees and I prayed to God. And I asked God to help me deal with letting go, letting him go. And God said, this is not about you. This is about your son wanting to be a man. He is a man. He's 20 years old. You got to let him go. So one day I was talking to him on the phone and I was telling him, listen, you need to come back home. Living out there in that world, people will stab you in the back as quick as they're looking at you. You're not going to make it. And the Lord said, stop putting your negative experiences on your son. He might just make it. I had to change my unhealthy pattern of thinking. I had to change my unhealthy pattern of thinking in order for my son to be successful living out in the West End on his own. I didn't know how to do it, but I did it in my season of letting go. I'm saying this to anyone out there who is in a relationship, who is holding on to stuff that was never meant for them. You gotta let it go. You gotta know your purpose, your destiny. You gotta know your worth in life. Because if you don't know that, you're gonna be stuck. I had to let my son go in order to move forward so that he would not be stuck. This was not about me. It was about accepting my responsibilities. In my season of letting go, so my relationships, I was holding on to people that didn't want to be held on to. I was traveling a dark road, slippery slopes that led me to places I didn't want to be. That led me to doing things I know I would never have done if I wasn't trying to hold on to people that didn't want to be held on to. Know your self-worth. Know your value. Have faith. Know your destiny in life and let those people go. I went into places and went into relationships not protecting my heart. And I ended up getting hurt. So in this season of letting go, I learned so much about myself. I had to change that unhealthy pattern of thinking, or I would continue being hurt. I had to love myself. When you love yourself, you can let those people go who does not value your self-worth, who does not know your self-worth. And when I did that, people loved me unconditional. Look at what my students made for me. That love is unconditional. I had to know my self-worth. I had to let go. I had to let go of people. I had to let go of so many things in my life that was not making me happy. And when you learn to let go, God will bless you. I had to do it in my season of letting go. I learned so much about myself, and I'm going to continue on this journey, on this path of letting go. Sometimes you think that it is so hard to let go of people, but it's not hard, because if someone doesn't want to be with you, if someone wasn't destined to be in your life, then let them go. What have you lost? What have you lost? I know my self-worth. I know who I am. And now that I'm an empty nester, I'm learning so much about myself. So I have learned that in order for my son to be the man that I know that he can be, I need to support him, be there for him, and let him go. Bye.